Hi everybody, welcome. Thank you for letting me come into your space for a little bit of time today. This is a weekly reading for all of the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, for August 16 to August 22nd. So how we're going to do it this week is I'd like for each of you to take a look at the 3 decks that we have, and I'd like for you to choose the deck that is calling you the most or that you're attracted to the most. And that will be the reading that the message will come through for you today. So this is for all Geminis, Libras, and Aquarius. We have deck 1, deck 2, and deck 3. Okay, so the timestamps for deck 2 and deck 3 will be in the description below. Just click on that little triangle in the right corner by the image, the screen, and it will show you the description, and just click on the time for the reading and it'll go straight to it so you don't have to sit through anything else, okay? We're going to get started with deck number 1. So this will be deck number 1, and then we'll do number 2 and number 3, and the timestamps will be in that description below, like I said. So okay, let's get started with reading number 1. If you chose this deck, this will be your message for this week. So let's shuffle up the cards, and we have Aquarius and Libra and Gemini, all air signs. What is the message for those that chose this deck this week? Okay, so we have the Bard, music, poetry, myth, history, the enchantment of storytelling. So this is all about your expression this week. This is all about getting connected to your expression through music, through writing, through storytelling, through performing, through the arts, the creative arts somehow. So let's draw a little bit more. Okay, so we have the Water Fairy, feelings and emotions. So this is around opening up and expressing your feelings and emotions, which makes sense. Then we have the Grail Knight, and I just need to put my glasses on. Romance, illusion, seeking the sacred. Okay, so this could be, you could be writing something to help you move through a situation that you are currently in with someone where you feel a certain way and you're not able, you've been blocked in the way that you want to express to them how you're feeling. So this is all about, this could be romance. This could be the illusion of romance. Perhaps you're in a situation, you know, where you're feeling a certain way and you feel that that's reciprocated, and you know, you're coming through this illusion and realizing your connection to the sacred, your intuition, your divine, which is going to bring that creativity, that power forward for you so that you can express yourself, you know, and be heard in whatever form that is, whether you're making music, whether you're writing poetry or just writing memoirs, journals, storytelling, you know, just through that oral sort of ancestry, sharing those stories, right? And this is all around, you know, the emotions for you this week and possibly connected to romance. And then we have the Fire Fairy, which is all about creative action and optimism. Okay, good. So I'm just looking at the numbers here. 23, okay. Because this is number 30, and then we have number 6 here. So this is coming through the illusion, something where a situation or a person, something has come up where it's not all as it seems, and it's all about you opening up to your emotional truth here and being able to take creative action. And the suggestion is to do that through these creative arts, okay? So let's take a look at some tarot to go a little bit deeper with that. And we're gonna shuffle it up really, really well. So for those of you that picked this deck, this is an emotional week, dealing with, or a week based in emotions, but it's asking you to use your creative energy. And we've just come through the August 8th, 8-8 gateway, the Lion's portal. Huge manifesting energy. It's very, very powerful. And we're coming into new moon energy very soon on the 18th. So we're in that window already of that new moon energy, which is all about beginnings and creating, right? So you want to take advantage of those energies for sure. That's super important. All right, we had 2 pop out, but we'll take the rest from cutting the deck and see where things go. All right. Okay, so here where it is feelings and emotions, we have the Ace of Wands, which is growth, and the King of Swords, which is ambition, which is a beautiful combination because the Ace of Wands is about beginnings. So you're about to begin something new, a new cycle here with this creative energy, you know, through the music, through the written expression, etc. And then you have the King of Swords, which is all about ambitious. So ambition. This is a masculine energy, but it could be a male, you know, it could be male or female. It doesn't have to be male. It's just a masculine energy. So this could represent anybody in your life, or it could be your energy. But this is someone who's got strong drive, they're very accomplished, the entrepreneur type mentality. You know, they're probably very well off, very comfortable financially, or even, you know, have a lot of abundance that way, but they're very focused on goals. You know, they're very get the job done oriented, so to speak. So this could be someone that's entering into your life, or this could represent your energy, but this could be someone that's coming in to help you, give you some ideas, you know, help you find some balance with this growth that's going to come through this creative expression. And then here, over top of this romance illusion and seeking the sacred, so that is, you know, seeking your divine connection. You've got the 8 of Cups, which signifies change. So there is going to, possibly for those of you that connect with this, there's going to be a change that's coming forward through this breakthrough that you're going to have with this expression of your feelings and that energy through this creative expression. And then we have the 6 of Cups, which is reflection. And you know, it's a beautiful thing when you're in the creative arts like this, because they are that catharsis. They give us the ability to reflect. You know, when we write songs, the songs often have to do with our experiences and the meaning that we bring to those experiences. It helps us move through pain or trauma, that kind of thing. A lot of songs are about reflecting on, you know, past events and moving through the music and the poetry and the books, etc. Those are all tools that we use to help us release that, right? And so this is why this card here is reflection, because it's connected to that expression. You know, you reflect and then you come back and you express with new perspective, then that brings you that growth, right? And then here, under the creative action and optimism, we've got drama with the Knight of Swords, and we've got achievement with the 8 of Pentacles. So there could be, again, the Knight is the masculine energy. It's, you know, it's younger than the King, but it's not as youthful as a page, so to speak. And this one is, you know, it's connected to the drama. So everything like the illusion and the romance, here something is maybe hidden. You could have a figure in your life that is creating a little bit of emotional upheaval, a little bit of drama with you by not wanting for you to, you know, perhaps express yourself. There may be a block there, maybe sort of giving you advice that you don't necessarily need, so to speak, but this change that's going to happen and this growth, you know, they may feel a little bit threatened by that if there's someone that's already established in your life. But then you've got the 8 of Pentacles, which is all about achievement. So you are going to achieve something that's really positive, because the card underneath is about creative action, and it's about the creative action and optimism. That's right, and that's where this comes in. So you need to hang on to your optimism Look at the, things half full as opposed to half empty. Look at this as a process where you're going to achieve something. And even if it is just that, it is for the self-expression, for you to be able to get things out of your cells and be able to communicate how you feel and break through some kind of an illusion, some kind of misrepresentation where your perception was not showing you the truth of something. It's going to come forward this week, or perhaps it's already come in this energy, where that illusion is going to be broken. Now, there may be a little bit of drama if you have to sort of confront someone or hold the mirror up to them and point out how their behavior and their choices are creating this disharmony, But once you do that and you make it clear, you've got this creative action in with being creative with the reflection and the emotion. So this has the capacity to not just be a personal expression, but it could be bigger than that. It could be that others need to hear your story. Others need for you to share your story, your experiences, to help them. Like I read something on social media not too long ago about how, write that stuff down and share it with people, because your experiences and how you work through things could turn out to be someone else's survival guide. It may be just what they need in the moment. So this could be leading you into some form of expression on a larger scale, through this creative action and shifting into an optimistic space where you're going to be able to reach out and share to more people than just your immediate circle. Now, it could just be inner work as well, which is just as important, because when we change and shift ourselves, everything shifts around us. As soon as our vibration changes, our triggers are no longer the same, things that get us upset are no longer the same, everything shifts with it, and as a result, the people we interact with shift as well, because it's not the same dynamic anymore, So for those of you, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, that chose this reading, that's what this week really seems to be about for you. So let's take a look at a little bit more information. And, if you're getting something from this, please, by all means, click like, subscribe as well. I've got a new moon reading coming up for the 18th, which will be out ahead of time. So by all means, tune into that as well, and share and help me to, that's too many, grow my awareness. All right, let's just cut it because they're flopping with too many. Loud and clear. All right, so the message is loud and clear. The universe is speaking to you where there needs to be a shift. And that shift is within you, and it starts with you, all around that creative expression, tuning into all of the things that it suggests, music, poetry, myth, history, and the enchantment of storytelling. Like really getting into your expression through reflection, gain new perspective by sharing those emotions and letting them come forward, and let it be cathartic for you, let it be a process where you heal and you'll be successful with this no matter what this is, whether it's personal and individual or whether it turns out to be something that's bigger. And keep an eye out for these court cards. They could represent actual people in your lives that are already existing or are going to present themselves in some way. Someone is definitely entrepreneurial and very business-wise, and the other one is more youthful and could be attached to this disillusionment over here, with this love energy and the disillusionment and the seeking source. So don't be led astray by this little bit of drama. So if you chose this deck for your air signs, that's your message for the week of August 16 to 22. I want you to make sure that you live big and don't dim your light for anybody. Shine bright. Until next time. All right, hi everyone. We're going to get started with deck number 2. So if you chose deck number 2 for your reading, that would be this deck. So we are going to get started with the message from this deck. So August 16 to August 22nd, We're taking a look at Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. What is the message for them this week if they chose this deck? Love. All right, so this is all about love for you this week. And let's get some messages here. Okay. So don't compromise is the first one. So let's keep that in mind, that hold strong and hold true to what it is you feel you deserve. That's coming through right away. Worthiness. Make sure that you are sort of standing firmly in your power with your loved ones. This could be about one specific loved one, or it could be generally. It'll be specific for you, you'll know. But when don't compromise comes out like this straight away, that means that somehow the boundaries are off, your boundaries, and you need to make sure those boundaries are established, okay? So then we've got learning experience, and this is a key here because of the position it was in. So whatever's going to be happening within love, related to love for you within this next week or so, that's going to bring about a learning experience that you need, that the universe needs for you to learn. And part of that lesson is that you don't compromise yourself in an unhealthy way for somebody else. So don't do something or not do something out of fear just to keep the peace. You know, if it really doesn't align with you, you have to find the strength to be able to express that and set your boundaries, because we teach people how to treat us, right? So if we teach people that we're just going to always bend, that we're just going to always worry about something, then that's the pattern that is created, and that's what they learn to expect from us. So it's really important that we set those boundaries. And then believe is our last one here. So you've really got to believe in yourself. You've got to believe that you are you're worthy. You're worth this great quality of love. And if the loving relationship that you're in, if this is like a partnership, a committed relationship, then, you know, there may be some shifting happening for you. If this is in a relationship within your tribe, you know, with a group of people perhaps that you love dearly, then things are shifting. A learning experience is coming forward, and it really is connected to you not compromising and believing in yourself and standing in your own power. That's a clear message that's coming across right now. So let's pull some tarot and dig a little bit deeper. Okay. Okay. All right. So under the don't compromise, we've got the Chariot, which is movement, and the Fool. So these are two major arcana. The Chariot means that things are going to shift direction. So don't compromise whatever it is, whatever you've decided, you know, you're going to stand your ground on or stand in your power for, whatever new boundaries you need to create around love, or whatever it is you feel you need to express. If it is that you're blocking your expression, you need to make sure that you do that, because this is going to bring about a change. And that change is going to bring about a new beginning, because you have the Fool right on top of that. And that is the 0 card for tarot. That's the very beginning of tarot. It contains the energy of every single story within the tarot. It is, everything is possible, infinite possibilities. You have no idea where it's going. There's no direction yet, but it's wide open. So this is a brand new beginning that's coming for you, that's going to be a result of movement, because you are going to stand your ground on something and not compromise with whatever that is. And it's around love. It's around your expression of love, your perception of a loving relationship, a commitment of some kind. It'll be different for all of you, but it's connected to love. And this could even be self-love. It doesn't have to be externally connected, but it could be around you gaining a deeper understanding for yourself around what love means to you. You know, if you're going through an upgrade and an elevation of frequency, you're much more clear, and you're connected to your heart space much more. So our perceptions of love, yeah, this is it. I get these tingles when it's exactly on. So this could be an internal journey for some of you, for sure, where you are learning a new understanding of what love is, you know, and your value as someone who is lovable, who is you know, attractive and worthy of that. Like worthy just keeps coming back and coming back. So then over top of this learning experience, we've got the Nine of Swords. So that suggests some very heavy energy that has been sitting around you. That you've, you know, Nine of Swords is very heavy energy. It's a lot of weight, a lot of confusion. It's almost like giving up. You know, you've been in a space where you just feel like you want to give up. This is a learning experience for you to open up to that love and to stand your ground with whatever that is. You can move through this and it's going to become something lovely. It's going to transmute into something, but you have to make a major decision. With that Chariot card, things are shifting no matter what. So you need to get on board. For those of you this applies to, you need to get on board and you need to really look into what's happening internally for you and pay attention to that, because then you have that Fool energy. So you're sitting in this learning experience that you're moving through and you're feeling this very, very heavy energy. But then you have the Lovers. See, we talked, yeah, choices. So this is all around a loving connection that you've got. Probably your primary love connection. You know, depending on your lifestyle, it could be different for everyone. It could mean one person or more than one, because love comes in all forms, you know. But with the Lovers coming up with love, with this movement and the Fool, that means, and Lovers is major arcana as well. So you've got 3 major arcana here, which means generally larger life events. It's not the day-to-day stuff. It's more something of a bigger cycle is going to come through for you, for those air signs that have picked this deck this week. So with this card, it's saying you've definitely got a choice to make. It could be that you're choosing to remain in a love connection, or you're going to leave it for self-love because you're realizing that you're not being honored the way that you now realize you need to be honored and deserve to be honored. It could be that you've got a couple of choices to make. If you're dating and not committed, that you're going to make that choice and you don't know where it's going to lead you, you know, but you are going to make that choice in love, and it's a new beginning that's filled with infinite possibilities. And then underneath the Believe, we've got the Seven of Swords, which is loss. So on some level, you've got to understand, you believe that there's a loss coming, but you've got to understand that that loss is for your benefit, you know. And we've got the Hanged Man here as well. So it's suggesting that you have not been believing. The Hanged Man is also major arcana. So you've got 4 out of 6 here that suggest a major life event around love, primary partnership of some kind. So it could be a spouse, it could be someone that you're newly getting connected with, or a couple of people. You've got options and you're really starting to feel like you want to make a commitment, you want to get into something more serious, and you've really been giving yourself a bit of a kick in this, and you're sort of, the Hanged Man is all about being suspended. It's all about no action, not taking action. And you've got to believe that you've got to take this action and move through it, because it's going to bring about the benefit, the better change, the shift in perspective that's going to give you this new beginning, right? It's going to give you this new perspective on love and what loving relationships is all about. And it could be self-love again. It could be that you're just going to withdraw from a romantic situation because you realize right now, this is where you need to be, is self-love. You need to build the self-love. You need to do the inside work. You need to create a shift where your focus becomes you. You know, that's the most meaningful loving relationship that you've got. But it could also be someone else. Sometimes with the Lovers card and choices, it could be someone that we're very, very dear to, or is dear to us, and it's not romantic, but not generally. So this is all about, you know, this week for you, those of you that chose this, this is all around moving through some change, making a decision, getting out of that Hanged Man energy, making a decision and a choice here with regards to great love. And once you do that, you know, you're going to be breaking through that movement of the Chariot, new direction, and it's going to bring about this new beginning with the Fool. So that's all pretty positive. You know, it's really around your belief. You've really got to stand your ground and stay true to yourself in this. So we'll draw another card just to see what's going on. And if you like the videos, if you're getting something from them, please like and subscribe so that I can build and grow, because I love doing this and I just want to be able to share with as many people as I can. Over your shoulder. Okay, so this suggests that you've held yourself back because you've been looking over your shoulder. You've been looking into past experiences, you know, but you've got this beautiful learning experience happening here where you need to learn from the past and stop looking over your shoulder. That was then, this is now. So this message is saying exactly that. That was then, this is now. You need to let that go. Stop looking over your shoulder. Stop worrying about past events, because that's not present. Now, if past events are triggering a situation that you're looking at right now or about to come into, by all means learn from the negative, so to speak, of those past experiences to better express and receive that loving energy. That's what this is about, okay? So those are your messages for those air signs that chose the second deck for the week of August 16 to 22. Thanks so much for tuning in and sticking with it. I want for you to remember to live big and shine your light bright. Do not dim yourself for anybody. You're important in this world, okay? Until next time. Hi everyone, welcome again. Thank you for tuning in to Deck 3's reading. So this is Deck 3 for the air signs of Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. We're going to start with this oracle deck, and then we'll draw tarot to go more deeply into the message. And this is for August 16 to 22nd. What are the messages for the air signs? Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Okay, so right away we have your ancient wisdom is awakening. Okay, so you're going through some kind of an awareness, awakening, upgrade. For those of you that, you know, hold on to spirituality, this is a big deal for you. And we're in the Lion's Gateway we just had on the 8th of August, which is super powerful portal energetically for this exact kind of awakening to happen. And we've also got new moon energy on the 18th coming up, which is all about manifesting new beginnings, you know, new cycles, creating new cycles of things. And the ability to set our intentions and manifest is really, really strong. So then we have rebirth, whole again. So this is the Dragon Fae of rebirth, which means you're going through an awakening where you could actually be coming into a spiritual awakening or a new understanding of a situation or a relationship that you didn't have before. But this is around ancient wisdom. So this suggests more, you know, it's more of a spiritual ancestral thing as opposed to a perception or understanding. But as we awaken, our perception changes. So this is going to bring some of the pieces of you back together again, whatever this represents. And then you've got the Sovereign, and you've got a gentle power. So with this awakening, you know, this process that's going to be happening for those air signs that pulled for this deck, this is about accessing and using your power in a soft and gentle way. It's about standing in your power and understanding your own truth and recognizing that you are absolutely whole, exactly who you are, exactly as you are, you know, and not to allow yourself to be intimidated or affected by anybody else, because we've got justice will prevail with the Lady Alfreda. So that suggests to me, within this awakening, that maybe you've already started this process, you're in process, and you're really starting to tap in and get connected, and you're shifting, because when we get tapped in and connected, that shifts us, and our perspectives change, and they can change on a dime. Something we fully believed in our whole lives, suddenly we see it differently, and we don't attach to that belief anymore. It's not right, it's not wrong, it just is what it is, and it's shifting now. But you may have people in your life, you know, for those of you that this pertains to, that are really giving you some pressure around that, that are really questioning you and doubting you around that. And it's just saying, don't be reactive, just stand gently in your own power. Stand gently in your own knowing. There's no need to lash out or be forceful or be reactive with your belief system or with this awakening and this shift. You know, people are going to believe what they're going to believe. You can't change someone else. You can only change yourself. Justice will prevail, so they will see. It will come to them and they will see. You know, I remember a long time ago, and I don't usually share personal stories, but years and years and years ago, I followed a certain way of, you know, raising children. You know, I had a very specific perspective and I was judged a lot for that. And then as friends' children got older, they came to me, my friends, a couple of them, and said, I never really got it before, what you were doing, you know, how it was so different, but now I get it, you know, now I see. And it took like a decade or more for people to see it. So it's not really about them. It's about you holding true to your belief in whatever that is, you know, whatever this pertains to around this awakening. You hold true to that, and you make sure that you stay in alignment with yourself, because people will see. And it's not even really about anybody else, right? Like, you look after yourself and the universe will take care of the rest. So let's take a look. Yeah, okay. Okay. So sitting here under the whole again, you've got the 10 of Cups, which is endings. So there is something that is ending for you. There's a shift coming forward in you spiritually, perceptively, with your viewpoint in life, your perspective, and it's bringing about an ending for you. The 10 of Swords is heavy, it's harsh, it feels defeated, but then you're coming forward with the 7 of Cups, which is possibilities. So it's opening you up to new possibilities. You're becoming whole again. You're calling the pieces, you know, the spiritual pieces of yourself back to you with past relationships, past connections. You're clearing that energy through this growth and awakening. And so those pieces that you left behind because you didn't work on the emotional issues, now you're starting to work on those. And as you release your trauma and your emotional issues and you forgive and you heal, those pieces that we left in the past come back to us on an energetic level, spiritually, and we become more whole. So you've got the possibility, you know, possibilities coming forward with this ending. And then on top of this, using your gentle power with your sovereignty, you've got the King of Pentacles here, which is about trusting. That's all about trusting your decisions. This could represent a person. It doesn't have to. It's masculine energy, but it doesn't have to be one gender or another. It's just the energy of it. So you've really got to trust, because you have this beautiful Ace of Cups coming through, which is this offering of love. So this could be, and it's a beginning of a cycle. So you've got the ending and the beginning here, and you've got the beginning of a cycle here, but you've got to trust, you know, and trust in the fact that this process you're going through, this awakening that you're going through, is helping you to bring closure to whatever this is for you, and it's helping you to open up to a brand new understanding of love, a brand new relationship. This could be self-love, relationship to yourself and your creator. This could be romantic, brand new relationship romantically. It could be a relationship that you're thinking about and considering, and now with this shift, you know, you're really going to be able to open yourself up to what that is. It's going to be different for all of you. And then you have, under this, justice will prevail. We've got restriction here with the 8 of Swords. So you've got some sword energy here. There's someone or something. If this is about you personally releasing, then you've had a lot of things from the past that you've held on to that have been dictating the way that you move through life. There's been a lot of triggers perhaps for you, and there's been this restrictive energy. Could be now that you're going through this process of opening up and awakening, this restriction is going to end because we have the Knight of Pentacles with loyalty here. But if this is about somebody else, there is a particular someone that is in your life that is attributed or helped to cause these feelings for you. You know, a little bit of, I don't know if it's even as serious as gaslighting, but someone that's really trying to not allow you to change, doesn't like what's happening, you know, in here, is trying to convince you that this is not, you know, this new perspective, this shift is not for your highest good. And, you know, the realization that you've been restricted, but justice is going to prevail here. You are going to break through this, and the karma is going to get some restoration, you know, but you've got to be loyal to yourself when you've got this here. So you've got the loyalty and you've got the trust. I believe this one was trust. Yeah. Loyalty and the trust. And you've got both the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, you know. So this is related to love, whether it's self-love or whether it's relationship, romantic love. It could even be like platonic, like soulmate connection, a karmic connection, you know. But this is opening up for you, and this is something you're going to be coming into with a new beginning over here. But you're overcoming something from the past in order to get there. So this week, this is what it seems to be about for those air signs that chose this deck. That message is all around something internal, something that you're going through, which is phenomenal, which is exciting, you know, but it can be a little bit scary. So just trust and stay loyal to you, and understand that justice is going to come through, that everything is going to work out just the way it's supposed to, and you're going to be opening yourself up to a whole new space, you know, allowing yourself to experience love, whether that's self-love or love with another, in a completely different way than perhaps you have before. So that's, I mean, it doesn't get better than that. That's super exciting. All right, so we're going to draw a little bit more, and then we'll end the read. And thanks so much for sticking with them. Please, if you're getting something from it, click the like button, click the subscribe button, and help me to build my awareness for sharing with others, because I love doing this. This is always great for me. Okay, whoop, okay, there it is. So that's the one. So this is knock knock. So this means you're getting a message loud and clear. And that comes back to this, you know, you're awakening. So this is the universe. This is your spirit guides. You know, this is your passed on loved ones, your intuition, your connection with the earth energy. This is all of those things coming together to give you the signs, like it's knocking on your door. This is time. It's now the time. This shift is happening. Flow with it. Trust and be loyal to yourself. There is something that's heavy that's going to end. You're no longer going to be restricted, but you've got to trust in it, and you've got to make that move, because you have this beautiful offering of love that's coming forward, whether that's for you in self-love or whether that's for a loving connection with another. Okay, so those are your messages for the air signs that chose this deck for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, August 16 to 22. Have an excellent week ahead. Remember, live big and shine your light bright. Don't dim for anybody. We're all important. Until next time.